Hello everybody, this is Stonewall, and welcome back to episode 8, I believe it is, of Modded Minecraft. So today we're planning on going into the Nether. First we need to make a few preparations. I've already emptied out my bag and my inventory, just the basic stuff on me right now. I made another chest to put mostly machinery and parts and pieces used for crafting in here. So I went back to the village and picked up the steam engine and the rolling machine, crowbar, and I picked up a little bit of wheat. I've already processed the wheat down into flour, and before I cook it up I want to do one machine. I actually might build two of them, but build a couple of machines real quick and process this and get some food before we go into the Nether. Alright, so the machine we want to build is a redstone furnace. Let's see, a health pad, charge pad. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Redstone furnace from thermal expansion. So what I need for this is some bricks, copper gear, redstone reception coal, which is just gold and redstone, and then machine frame. So there's a couple different versions of the machine frame. I'm going to start with the basic, because once you build the basic machine, you can take the machine itself and upgrade it. You don't have to do the machine frame. So it's not like once you build the machine, you're stuck with whatever version you built. But that, and then there's a upgrade that we're going to make for it. So let's get started on this machine. Let's see if we got enough clay. Alright, so I'm going to get to work on this, process some stuff. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright, here we are. Redstone furnace. This is just the basic one. And so you can actually use this and add some materials to it to upgrade it and give it more upgrade slots. But for now, this should work for what we want to do. Now, I had to process a little bit of gold down and stuff like that because I didn't have any in here. That's just electrum and some nuggets. But I thought I'd show you some of the stuff that I got from mining. I found a little bit of redstone. As you can see here, I got quite a bit. And maybe in a minute I'll show you where I got all this from. Alright. So let's make this upgrade for this. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Alright, so here we go. I had to look under augment because that's what they're using for, instead of using upgrade for their stuff. So right here, the travection chamber. So it means the redstone furnace can only cook food. It increases the food output and it decreases the amount of energy you use. So it's really useful. That's what I'm going to use for cooking up my bread and stuff for my food. But whenever I looked, I've got to have some more bricks. So silver's pretty easy, and then some more gold and redstone. I've already got all that ready to go. But I need to go find some more clay real quick, because I don't think I've got enough. I cooked up most of it. I've only got 3 pieces left. So I'm going to have to go out, find some clay, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, I got the clay, but something I want to show you real quick is this jetpack still works underwater. So it makes you swim up a lot faster than just your normal swimming. Alright, so let's head back to the base. I'm going to get this thing made. Alright, here we go. We've got the travection chamber upgrade for the redstone furnace. Right there. So let's just go ahead and hook this thing in, or set it next to our capacitor bank. There it is, it's filling up with RF, which is good. Now we look over here under augmentation, and it's full at the moment. Let's see here if it requires... Nope, so I think I can remove that and place that one in there. I think that should work. Alright, so whenever I put my flour in there, it does 2 bread at a time. So... By the way, all of this flour came from less than 2 stacks of wheat put through my sag mill. So if you do the math on that, it more than doubled it now it's doubling it again into bread. And in a second, I'm going to cook all this bread up into toast, and it should double it again. So it's getting a little bit crazy on the food multiplication here. But I'm going to get some of this process through. We'll be back in a minute and be ready to go to the nether. Alright, so I made a quick little setup here. So it's basically pulling all the wheat out of this chest and then outputting into this barrel. So I've got 4.5 stacks of bread in here right now, which is going to translate to about 9 stacks of toast. And it's not even close to finished yet. There's still almost 2 stacks of flour to go. So that's going to be a lot of food. I might actually make some culinary generators to use some of that. So anyways, let's set up our nether portal. I think I'm going to do it kind of down here. Alright, let's look in on this. 8 quadruple compressed cobblestone. So pretty soon I'll be able to make a quintuple, or quintuple, however you want to pronounce it, compressed cobblestone through here. Alright. So let's go ahead and find us a spot. I think I'm just going to put it probably right over here. Alright. So I'm going to get this set up. Clean this area up a bit and make it a little bit safer. Alright, so I came back up here to repair some of my tools to make sure they're ready to go. Especially the ones that are just repaired with stone. And to clean out my inventory a bit. This had finished up and it's over 8 stacks. It's actually over 8.5 stacks of bread. So what I'm going to do is pull all of this out of here and start the process over again. Put all the bread into this chest. And it should cook it all up into toast. And again, it's doubling it. So this should be over 17 stacks in here. So it's only pulling out 20 RF per tick. I think normally it would be about 40. So that's pretty nice there. Put some coal in there for it to keep up. Alright. I'm going to clean out my inventory and then we'll go to the nether. Alright, here's our portal. And we're ready to light it. Now, eventually, I'm probably going to try to decorate this little area back here. Or do a little bit of building and make it look a little bit more like the nether. But it's going to require some materials from the nether to do that. So, here we go. Going to light it. Whenever I step in here, I'm probably going to cut for a minute because it'll take quite a while for the terrain to generate and all of that. And here we are. So it's still loading in a little bit. Bunch of zombie pigmen down there. And see if I can hit him. Okay. So the terrain generated up between me and him. Alright, so this isn't too bad at the moment. So what I'm going to do is take some of this cobblestone and build around my portal to keep the ghasts from shutting it down. So let's do a little bit of building. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so I think that's relatively safe. It don't look the greatest, but I'll probably change that eventually. So this is part of the reason we came into the nether. This cobalt and the ardite that's right there. Normally you have to look a little bit to find it. But there we go. And I'm going to extend this out just a little bit. Make a little bit more of an entrance in here. Alright. Let's collect some of this. The other thing is the nether quartz is really useful. Especially whenever you start making a ME system or something like that. Or adding a lot of sharpness to your tools. Really nice to have a lot of quartz. There we go. Got him. I think my last modded world, or maybe it was my test world, those things were such a pain. At one point there were 3 of them that were just unloading on me. There we go. So at most of the ranges Whoa. At most of the ranges, this crossbow is going to be pretty effective. Might have to aim a little bit high, but oh wow. How often does that happen? That one just dropped 2 gas tiers. That's awesome. So the other thing I came in here for is the glowstone. And of course, if I could find a fortress, that would be great to get some blaze rods, blaze powder, and stuff like that out of that. Alright, so here's where the hammer comes into play. Let's pick up some of this quartz. Alright. So I'm kind of glad of one thing. There was a certain mod pack I used to play that whenever you mined the ores in the nether, it would make the pigmen angry. So I just really glad that that's not in here. I'm not sure what mod pack that was or what mod made that happen. There was also more ores to find in the nether other than just the cobalt ardite, and then of course the quartz and things like that. Of course the cobalt and ardite are added by Tinker's Construct, which is the main tools that I'm using right now. They're some of the easiest, really powerful tools to make early game. So there isn't some other stuff added in here. I think that might be like Engineer's Toolbox or something. I did fix the key, so it's no longer my left control button. It's my Z, which I think is also used for some of the other armor, the special armor that has zoom functions and things like that. Got him. Whoa. I just hope I don't accidentally hit a pigman. Got him. Alright, so another thing I'm going to do is light up this area a bit. I've still got my jetpack on. So this kind of catches your eye and you can see it from a distance. I don't know where my portal is. Actually, let's do this. So same thing I did a couple episodes back when I was exploring. And let's see here. Portal. And save it. So now I've got that marker there. I can see where the beacon is on my map. Alright, so I can keep up with where I am and not get too lost in here. Alright, so let's find us some glowstone. Oh, some more cobalt right here. I'm going to do a bit of exploring and mining. And I guess I'll let you know if I find something real interesting. This is kind of cool. Most of the time the glowstone's, in the ceiling and stuff like that, but here I found it kind of in a little bit of a cave. Now you always got to be careful in the nether with the caves and stuff because the lava flows really fast. And you can be going along and find just a single source block of lava and just ruin your day. Now this is kind of neat. It's almost like a little plains area where it's just gravel and soul sand. It's just right across from my portal. So I'm actually going to break some of this gravel to see. Okay. Just making sure it's safe to walk on and it's not going to collapse under me. I'm going to pick up some of this soul sand. Definitely going to need it if you dig very deep into Ender.io. You're definitely going to need some soul sand to make solarium, which is used in several machines and a few crafting recipes. There we go, got 2 stacks of it. Cleared out a little bit of this, but there's a whole lot left here. So if I need some more at some point, I can just come back to this spot. It's right next to my portal. Almost broke my shovel. And if you watch me play much, you'll figure out that I like round numbers. I don't like wasting fuel in furnaces by smelting weird numbers of stuff. I like doing it by 8s. I don't know, I'm just kind of quirky like that. But anyway, there's a bunch more down there. I'm coming down here to check out these ores and see what we've got. So cinnabar. So I'm getting some redstone from that. And cinnabar dust. So let's see what this is used for. I don't want to get too distracted because somebody could come up on me. So you can put it in a centrifuge and get liquid mercury and sulfur out of it, which I think is what cinnabar ore is. It's basically got mercury in it, and that's a decent source. So pyrite, so fool's gold, which means I should be able to get iron and stuff out of this, right? So pyrite dust, industrial electrolyzer, get sulfur and iron. Yep. Alright, cool. And which mod was that? Tech Reborn. Okay, I haven't done any detail work with Tech Reborn. Gotta be careful I don't fall. So sphalerite ore. And what does it drop? Sphalerite dust, of course. Let's put some stuff away in my backpack. Alright, there we go. So, yellow garnet. I wonder what that's used for. Good thing I didn't stand on this one in mine. Of course, I still have my jetpack on, so that wouldn't be too bad. Alright. But I probably would have lost the ore. So yeah, I'm going to keep exploring a bit, and especially see if I can find a fortress. So, one of the nicest things about this mod pack and everything with the journey map is I can bring this up full screen, and if it would load in properly, then I could look at a pretty good sized area and see if I could see any signs of a fortress. I've got 74% left in my jetpack, so I'm going to see if I can fly out this way, if I can find a fortress. Alright, so I haven't found a portal, a fortress yet, but I just kind of wanted you to appreciate the ease of traversing the nether whenever using a jetpack and a hang glider, because this would be a pain to try to build across in vanilla, and that's exactly what I would probably try to do, is build a bridge across it. But with this, you don't really have to worry about it. So hopefully this stuff will load in. I can find me a fortress. Alright, so I haven't found a fortress yet, but if you look, I've come quite a ways from where my portal originally was. So I'm probably going to try to go a little bit this way and then circle back in and see if I can find any that way. I can't remember the rules of how they spawn in, if it's north and south or east and west that they, that they lie along those coordinates. I can't remember, but along the way I'm probably going to stop and pick up some more of this ore here. I'll be back in just a minute. Aha, there it is. So I'll show you on my map real quick. It really wasn't too far off course from where I was, but it's just out this way, and we'll see how big it is. Hasn't loaded in yet. I don't have a really far render distance, mainly because my PC can't handle it. So let's see what we got out here. Alright, so it looks like it's a pretty decent sized one. And we got magma cube over here. And see if I can get this guy to follow me so he's not on the edge and gonna fall in the lava. There we go. Nice! Necrotic bone. Something I've been wanting for a little bit ever since I got that small red heart, because you can use that with a necrotic bone and some other materials to get you a permanent health boost. So each one can give you a full heart. Nice. Alright, what do we got? No skulls yet, but got that necrotic bone. Make sure that's, there we go, ready to go. Alright, where's those blazes? So, that's another nice thing about having the map. You can watch it and figure out where everything's spawning in. So I'm looking at my map to see where those blazes are. Looks like they're out here. Nice, some nether wart. Need to pick up some of this. And I can hear the blazes. Actually, I've probably got enough soul sand I picked up. There he is. Nice. And it looks like he was just by himself, not a spawner or anything. And I'm gonna hold on to this shovel, it's about to break on me. Alright, so our first loot chest. Let's see what we get. Netherwort, gold, and iron. Nothing really that useful. Went ahead and picked up the rest of the netherwort at those steps. Let's see what we can put away into our little bag here. Soul sand, glowstone. Some of this stuff here. Alright, so I went up a level and came out here. You can see this is a pretty good size one. There may be a blaze spawner over there. Looks like there might be. Let's go check this out. Alright, there we go. Had a little bit of a freeze. Right there, got me a blaze rod. And actually, 2 of them. Alright, so I think we're probably going to wrap that up here. I'm going to continue exploring the nether just a little bit. See if I can find anything of interest in here. It doesn't look like there's a spawner on this surface here, so there might be one somewhere else. I think with some of these mods you can actually pick up and move the spawners. Oh, there's one right over there. So anyways, I'm going to end it here. This is Stonewall signing off. I'll see you in another video.